Hi, my name is Thomas Wang, and today I'm here to tell a story about how I'm starting my process of stop being skinny. And I say it like I have like an exact plan on how to do it, and I'm here to tell you. And that is partially true. I am doing some things, and I am gaining like 1 pound every week. Uh, Good progress, I guess. But it's really just a funny story because ever since I was young, I've been through multiple phases where my parents call me fat, skinny, and the story keeps going. But it really messed with my brain, and at some point I decided that I was fat, so I tried to get skinny. And I also did a dumb thing where every time I ate a lot of food, I'd look at my stomach and say, wow, I'm pretty fat. And it is true, after you eat a substantial sized meal, you do look very fat. But I did not realize that the day afterward, you do not look fat anymore. So really, I was just being stupid. But also just small things around. I was really picky, and it's not that I like purposely be picky. It's not like I look at a food and I decide in my brain, I think out loud, I don't like this food, I'm not gonna eat it. It's just I see some food sometimes, and I'm just like, man, there is the same thing really, but I'm just trying to make an excuse. I am picky. Sometimes I don't realize it, but like I see food on the table, and even if I'm hungry, I'll look at it and be like, no, I don't want that. And I'd rather just be hungry and become skinnier. And that's pretty much how I got skinny. I think I hit like a big growth spurt, and then I didn't eat enough to support it. So then, from there I became a stick. But now it's kind of trying to change that. You don't want to see this arm. It's like a literal stick I can flex, but it's small, and I don't really care about like the whole muscle thing. I know everyone at high school, like all the seniors talk about their going to the gym, their calf day, their leg day, their arm day, all that good stuff. I don't really care about that. My first priority is to just stop being a stick, and then from there muscles can be an afterward goal because this is an issue, obviously. And I'm also quite a tall lad. I'm a tall person. I'm like what 5'11". I weigh 120 pounds. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that. At one point, like 4 years ago, I think maybe 3 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, I was 120 pounds. Now I'm still around 120 pounds. But at that point, I decided I'm getting too fat. 120 is too much. So every time I went over 120 pounds, I'd mentally tell myself, stop eating food. I come back the next day and I weigh like 119, and I think, dang, good job today. I dieted. And it was just me being a stupid kid because like I dieted myself, half dieted. I don't actually like officially diet. I just like unconsciously ate less food. But that resulted in me weighing continuously less until I became, like I said, a stick. But now the main thing I'm doing now to switch it up is, first of all, I'm trying not to be as picky. If I'm hungry, I have to eat something, and that's also part of like my high school growth spurt thing still continuing. I am getting hungry, and I'm done friggin' keep staying hungry. At this point, I'll eat pretty much anything. And I've noticed an annoying trait that grows inside of me where I ask my mom, is there any food? And some days she snaps on me, she gets angry. But it's not that big of a deal really, but I'm getting a lot more food than I used to be. I definitely am eating a lot more. And like I said, I'm gaining like a pound, a solid, on average, a solid pound every week. And I feel like I'm eating a freaking crap ton, but I feel like I'm not actually gaining as much as I thought. I swear to God, every meal is so packed, but I don't know, I just don't gain as much. And I've been told I'm like the type of person that has like average low body fat or something. I went to this like gym, and the guy said something about that. He said people like me, we always will never look fat or something. So like I can just eat whatever I want. There's also like this weird thing you can look at your arm, and if there's like this weird creased line, it means you have low body fat. And I obviously have low body fat. I'm a twig, and I am freaking like I said, I'm 5'11", and I weigh 120. And from the people in high school, there are some people who weigh like 100. And I know a friend who weighed like 80 pounds last year, and that guy is athletic too. I don't know how that's possible, but people range in weights. But for me personally, I think I should weigh more, and I didn't realize this until recently, but I definitely should weigh more compared to some other people who are a lot shorter than me. And like I know some short people, they weigh more than me, and I just feel disrespected. Personally, I'm just like, how do I weigh less than this short fellow? And I'm not trying to be insulting. I'm just saying, for a person of 5'11", I'm pretty sure this is above average because I am pretty much taller than all the seniors already and most adults. But I still weigh very little, and I'm still built like a twig. I can like shrink my stomach to the point where my whole rib cage can be seen, and it's just really annoying. But things I've done, I've eaten more. Trying to eat more. Mainly, I'm trying to eat more often. If I'm just like, I think I used to restrict myself to 3 meals a day. No food at all whatsoever in between. One meal, breakfast. I used to not eat breakfast, so then that was just 2 meals a day. My lunch was school lunch, so it was garbage, and then I ate a dinner that was usually not that good. So that's probably why I got skinny. But now I will eat as much as possible whenever it is possible. Like, I'm gonna ask my mom, or I am asking my mom to like buy snacks and crap because I just eat whenever I feel like it, and that's definitely probably a better idea than what I used to do because like I never ate before, but I'm definitely trying to eat now. And I forgot what I was gonna say. Another thing, my brother is an absolute chad of a human being. That guy has muscle beyond comparison. I can't find a picture. Basically, to picture it, his arm is bigger than his head in the right angle, and it's crazy. And he used to be skinny like me. My whole family of siblings, they used to be skinny, and they got their muscle in. They went to the gym, so my phase is next. But things I remember him doing, he ate a crap ton of smoothies with like protein powder. He'd always ask us to buy like protein powder at the store, even though it cost like $30 for a little packet. No, not really. But it still was pretty expensive. But he freaking shoved that crap. And, I can't argue with the results. That guy is a freaking giant tree now. But another thing he did, I remember this clear image that sticks in my brain. He, like, scooped peanut butter out of the jar and just ate a giant bite of peanut butter. That was kind of crazy to me. But, maybe do some of those things, obviously. And the main thing is, if you're just skinny like me, I think eating a lot is probably not a good idea if you don't like exercise a bit with it, because obviously you don't want to go from skinny to fat, even if you can do that. First I was thinking if I go skinny to fat, that's step one, then I go from fat to fit by turning the fat into muscle. But apparently it's just a lot easier to go from skinny to muscular. You just eat fat and then you just turn it into muscle while you're eating more. Like my brother said, oh yeah, this dumb thing I did. I thought it like you could instantly transfer your food into muscle. So I'm like, I'm gonna eat this chicken, and I'm gonna do some push-ups in an hour. That way, the chicken instantly becomes muscle. And my brother's like, no, you're stupid. You have to eat a lot every day, not just once. You have to eat a lot consistently, and then exercise consistently to get that gradual like transfer of fat to muscle and all that crap. But I'm not really an expert on this stuff, and I rarely Google it. I did Google how to stop being skinny, and it said, like, eat more, your average how to stop being skinny stuff. And that's really all I'm saying, too. Some people can't even take it seriously. They say, like, oh, yeah, keep eating more, and they don't eat more, and then they complain about no results. The thing is, eating more is actually a lot more difficult than it seems, because I swear to God, I have the smallest appetite. Sometimes I can eat, like, one thing, and I'm just going to feel full. But that's just not how it is. And if I want to not be skinny, not be a stick for a person of my height, and, have a not small arm, then, I have to put in the work, put in the food eating. I heard eating is like 60% of the battle. And then, all that good stuff. So, yeah, I definitely be trying to, like, become average in the coming months and stuff, because I've been underweight for like a year according to like every statistical website and like app that I've checked and all this stuff. But really, it's just eating a lot, and then definitely try to exercise because don't want to just be fat. Especially since I grew up, I got called fat, skinny, and then fat again. It really messed with my brain. I didn't know if I was fat or skinny. And eventually I decided I was fat, so I decided to be skinny. And then I didn't realize I didn't want to be skinny either until I became a stick. And I'm also bringing my height into a big part of my ego because, I didn't realize how tall I was because at some point, I got taller than my mom, and then I got taller than my dad, and then I didn't even realize. Personally, I don't realize stuff, but adults, they always say, "Oh my God, you grew so much," and they say that after they met me one day. But I really started to realize I was tall when my friends started to notice I was tall. And that's how you know you're tall, because your friends usually don't give a crap about how tall you are. But when they start saying, "Damn, you're tall, man," I'm just like, "Oh, I'll take that personally." So I didn't realize it, but I'm tall, so I should probably eat enough to support the amount of height of meat that I need, that type of thing. But I'm gonna start eating more and not becoming skinny. That's my personal goal for the next coming months. I'm gonna eat a lot or not, depending on what I have available to me and my resources and all that crap. But anyways, I'm gonna start eating, and if you're skinny, start eating too, and then we can become fit together. But yeah, that's my story on how I'm gonna start getting not skinny.